This is Talk About Topeka on Gab Local TV and TV 25. This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room. And here's your host, Chris Schultz.
All right, so on this segment of GabLocal.tv, we're going to be showing my fast pitch that I gave at 712 Innovations for Gab Local and our television network on TV 25. So we're going to give you all that information. We're going to, it was produced by our good buddy who we met at 712 Innovations, David, who's with Visual Majesty Photography here. So they produced that and got it over to us. He did a really spectacular job. And so we hope you'll tune in, check it out, keep watching, because we're going to send it to the package right now and show you from 712 Innovations here in downtown Topeka.
If you could welcome, please, Chris Schultz.
All right, welcome. Thanks for coming here. It was really cool, especially to be, I'm the first to be able to present for Fast Pitch. It's very cool, and thanks for all of you for being here. What we do is we tell stories, and so in 6 minutes, we need to be very clear and concise. So what we do is we tell stories through video. Now, we've been doing Talk About Topeka for about 5 years, is that when the idea came up for that. We've been putting it on the air, highlighting some really amazing people, and that's when we met these guys at TV 25 who have 10 different unique television networks that broadcast over Topeka, Lawrence, and Kansas City. So what we're doing is we're starting our own channel of all local content that we're going to be broadcasting to Topeka, Lawrence, and Kansas City, and hopefully Western Kansas very soon. We've worked out deals with them as well. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the networks. This is what we're talking about here. I was going to fly in here, but the ceiling wasn't reinforced enough, so we couldn't. So now I want to talk a little bit about the 3 C's that we've come up with and why this is all important. The first C is community. We believe that we need to be doing a better job of covering community news, community events. We don't want to hear people say, I wish I would have known about that, or I would have gone to it. I don't want to hear about it after it happened. I want to hear about it before it happens. Organizations, there are a lot of people doing some really amazing things around here. A little bit of extra attention, they may not have the money to advertise, but if we can get the word out for them, we're going to be helping them out by helping our entire community because they're doing some really great community things. Also, small businesses. How many people have heard of a small business when they opened? Yeah. And how many people have heard about a small business when they close? And how many people have heard about anything in between? Right. So that's what we want to do. We want to fix it so that people have the ability to get the word out. People who live here in Topeka have the opportunity to live their dream, to start their business, to be able to get to the next level. Our next C is connection. What we've seen in Topeka is that when the arts community comes together, works together, we raise the tide, raise all the boats. This year, $30,000 of city funding was granted out just this year for Arts Connect to be able to plant seeds all over the community to build an even stronger base, something we've never had here in a very long time. And then finally, the last C is creativity. Everybody do me a favor, close your eyes. Imagine you're on vacation, right? Now imagine that you're hungry. What do you want to eat? Want to eat at a place that has the same recipes that you have here, some chain place? Or do you want to get a taste of the town that you're visiting? A reason that you got on a plane and flew somewhere is not so you can have the exact flavor of where you're at right now. So the real point of that is, what do you think about your media? What do you want from your media? Well, creativity in media has been stifled, and one of the biggest media names agrees with me on that. Ted Turner. We see that creativity is stifled because we have these oligopolies here that are running. There are 6 major media companies in the country that own all of the media, from television to cable to films, you name it, just 6 companies. So when that's the competition, we have to do something better. We have to be able to cover our community with the media that matters to us. We don't want to be in competition in our community. If anything, working here at 712 and meeting so many people, what we want to be is the organization that pulls all of these independent media producers together and gives them an opportunity to get their stuff on the air, gives them an opportunity to use the power of television to pay for what you are seeing nowadays when you look at any youth. We want to make sure we're using our stuff to make one formula that gets out to as many different people and touches as many people as possible.
This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room, because TV 25 cares.